Hello guys, it's me Aradha Gopal Nepal, and in this video I'm going to teach you how you can give life to an SVG. What does that mean? So let's say your Figma designer provided you a simple onboarding screens and there are three SVG on those screens. But you being a curious guy or a nerd guy like me who wants to add animation into this onboarding screen, that's what we're gonna learn today. In the previous video, we have made this animation. You can see it, and it was the part one of SVG to life animation series. And in this video, me myself have done lots of exploration to learn how these things work. You can watch that too. But in this current video, I'm going to go on further advance. So I'm going to at first make this UI, add animation in this SVG, and then I will make a complete onboarding flow. User place next, it will go to here and here. So you can watch this video as per you like. So there are time stamp on this YouTube channel, and where you wanna go, you can just watch it. So let's get started. Let's say you wanna add animation in this SVG. How will you do it? At first, you need to. So let's say this is the Figma provided by the designer with no animation. You need to copy this SVG. You need to paste it on your. Okay, wait a minute. You need to paste this SVG on your own personal Figma. And now, look, the step one is planning. So in this SVG, in which part you can add the animation. For today's demonstration, I'm thinking of adding animation on, literally everywhere. Okay, so at first, what I want is that these items must, okay, these two items must come with animation from somewhere. Then this person must appear, or we can do reverse. At first, this person appear, then these two tasks comes, then this three star comes one by one, and then finally this completed will be shown. So in a real scenario, you will not implement these many animation because it could be too much. But for today's demonstration, I'm going to do this. And some of you might think that this animation doesn't matter, but let's say in onboarding, it's the first experience the user is getting. And as a mobile developer, so what is mobile development? Mobile development is all about giving user a future with best user experience and with least bugs. And in onboarding, it really matters to provide user a amazing user experience because it's the first experience of the user. So without further, let's do this. For that, what you need to do is that you need to copy this paste. So there are total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the background. There is total 7 item which we need to separate from the single SVG. To So since I'm not a Figma designer, I don't know the shortcuts. Hello, bro. So I've separated 7 different Figma design. Now what I will do is that separate the element one by one. So I will remove this person, but I am not thinking of. Let me see. Okay, so I will just remove this character, but I don't wanna remove these seeds. Oh, what I've done just reverse, guys. So this is the seat, and except this seat, I wanna remove everything except this seat. Except So guys, some Figma designer must give me some advice how to use this Figma. Okay, remove these two and these two and these two. So let's say this is the background, you know, background. So this is the one element which we need to separate. And this is the second element. In this element, I want to separate the person. Let's do it. Oh no, I should name this. It doesn't matter, but also I will give the proper naming to every element. This is the element, this is the character, and except character, I want to separate everything else. Plants, this and this, everything else. And in character, I want to separate this box too. And some of you might be confused why I'm separating element like this. It's because, so this is an SVG, it have a width and height. What I want, and as for that width and height, these elements are positioned. What I want is that I want to separate this element with the same width and height, and the element must be positioned relative to which. So when I combine these elements in the Flutter, it will look exactly as if these are the same SVG, even though they are different. So that's why I am making you to separate all of those. And this is the person. So remove this, remove this. Okay, let me remove these too. Okay, okay, these. Do not remove these. These. This. This is items. Okay. So this is the items. This is the person, and here comes the most. But why I created 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but I don't think the last element make any sense. Oh yeah, it makes sense because these three are the stars and this is the completed message. Separating star is the most completed task. Let me put it here for some second and accept star. This is the group. Hey, wow, how I did this so simple. This, and this. Just one star. Perf. Look. Wait. Okay. Guys, I did a mistake. I should not place it like this. So this is an star. I will place it here. And except star, I will delete everything else. And what I did it, I will do delete this, copy this, Control D. Oh wow, it also. So Control D is a command which I used in Android Studio. It also worked in Figma. It's really amazing. I will remove the. Oh, oh. Uh, this and this and this. I will do this and this. In this, I will remove. In this, I will remove this and this. And this, I will remove. So this item, this is star 1, star 1, this is star 2, star 2, this is the star 3, star 3. And finally, we got this, and I want to export this completed message. Let's do it. Except this, except ribbon, I want to delete every element. Challenge accepted. delete. So we did it, guys. We exported 7 element out of 1 element. Now let's select everything and export. Select SVG and export 7 layers. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, I did a mistake. Okay, guys. Add this. Mm, Copy these. So now I'm going to paste these on my project. These were the previous which I tried. I will delete them, tasks, everything. I will paste them. Okay, it's pasting is not working. I will just do this, do this to let them here. Okay, I think pasting is not working because it's zip file. Factor background. So tasks completed background. Naming is very crucial for any project, UI development. Tasks completed background. Tasks completed start 3. Tasks completed start 2. Tasks completed star 1. Tasks completed person. Tasks completed items. And finally, what should I rename is I am getting confused. Completed what? Ribbon? Header? So I am confused what I should name it, so I just randomly named it as task completed header. So if we see the size of these, so one thing I must say is, so if we compare the size of all of the elements, it's 80 KB, okay? And if I download this element, so it's also 80 KB. What I mean is that it's little bit less, but what I mean is that so when we have no concern regarding the size. So we exported 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 separate SVG, but that doesn't increases the app size. It will consume nearly the same amount of size. So that's all about exporting part. So in this way, we have exported the video. Let me drink water. In the next section, I will show you how you can add animation in Flutter. And for that, the step one is how to do setup of these recently exported images. Turning, so ah, welcome back, guys. It's me, and today I'm going to show you. So guys, in previous section I have showed how you can export this SVG on separate parts. Now I'm going to show you how you do the setup on the Flutter side. So I recommend you to make some image constant because on UI typing these giving these assets location is really annoying. It can create lots of error, and also make sure that my images are on assets image, and never forget that in PubSpec you must set these assets minus assets slash images. So you can also do tags completed one by one, for every element, but it's little boring. Do not do that. Let me check whether my recording is happening. It's happening, guys. Okay, so let's set them one by one. Static const String task completed background static const string कोई दिक्कत से यार. So you can press Ctrl D D D D D. 1 2 3 4 5 6. I should not have done this much because star 1 2 2 3. Task completed star task completed person. Task completed person, then comes items. Items, then comes header. Okay, now the boring part. So sorry for saying boring, but it's also one of the risky part. So what I can do is I can just type tasks completed background by seeing this and this, but it is risky. It can sometimes result on typo error. So what I recommend is just do this refactor, rename to the context. There might be some better shortcut, but okay, let me put these on everywhere. These. Oh, what I'm doing? I forgot the command. It's like Alt Shift on Visual Studio. Sorry, and Android Studio. And, okay, let's start one. So forgot about typo advice. Start two, start three. But from now, task complete person. I instead of typing, I will just rename Control A, Control C, Control B. There might be some other shortcuts where I can just items with Control C, Control B. Oh, I never knew this secret. Control C, Control C. So always do this. It will prevent any typo error. So, guys, we have finally done all the image constant setup. Now, let's begin to next part on the screen setup. Okay, should I copy or create new? I will create. So, new dot file tasks completed screen. Okay, guys. So for now, I am naming is at tasks completed screen, but on the end of the section, I am making an onboarding screen. So I will make as a widget instead of screen. Stateless task completed screen. So okay, guys, another thing. I also recommend to type STAIM instead of typing stateful because wait, I will explain why because. So what happens is that whenever you are using a controller, you must never forget to dispose it. But if you yourself do stateful widget, most of the time me myself forgot to dispose the controller. So I always recommend to just type no as again says if you are in Android Studio, it will do all of the disposing by itself. It will give you a template code from where you can start working. Okay, for how much duration the animation should last? Ideally, you should never put this much high duration. Means you should, but for demonstration, since there are lots of components which are being animated, I am setting this animation. For short explanation, so what bscenes is that bscenes takes the ticker. What is ticker? For example, you are watching a watch, it will produce analog watch. It will produce a sound tick 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 every 1 second. So that is ticker. In animation, the ticker is 60 times 1 second. So in 60 second in 1 second, sorry guys, in 1 second, the animation tick for 60 times. What does it means that in animation, in every 1 second, set state is called 60 times. So that's how you can understand it. And bscenes takes that ticker which is provided by this mixin. We remove this header, we paste it. This sticker is provided by this. Okay, let's move to next section. So the first thing you want to do is, so I previously done it. I will just copy paste the structure, not the entire code. Control A, Control C. Okay. I will also copy paste the import because it's mostly same in both, but mostly in coding I don't copy paste import just for this demonstration. Yeah, it solved everything. Just oh, okay. I should have copied just once. Copied just one. So what we gonna do is that we want to load the SVG, this SVG, but we imported this SVG on separate pieces. Now, what you can do is we can use stack to combine combine them together. My English, guys, I'm making this video to improve my English. So if you know my English is not good, if you don't like it, just keep watching, you know. SVG picture, and also this video a little bit slow, so just don't get offended. Just you can also directly see code if you think it's slow what I'm doing. So in SVG there is something called position dot fill, which will take all of the space. One of the no must remember thing while using position dot fill is that either there must be an element inside the stack which have some constraints, or the parent of stack must have some constraint. So how stack work is that, okay, so I will explain that later, but parent provides constraint to the child and child adopt according to the constraint of the parent. And inside stack, if there is some non-position element, so this is non-position element, so this child of size box will take this size of this element, and when we to position dot fill, it will uh, adopt as per this size provided. But if there is no size, it will try to take as much space the parent provides it. So guys, back to topic. Picture dot assets. So here we must know what is on the front, what is on the back. At first there is the background, this. After background there is these images. After these images it doesn't matter, but we can say there is this person, and after this person there is this, you know, this banner, this header, and at the end there are three stars, and we can place the stars on anywhere. And as you know, in stack, the index 0 item is placed on the most back part of the screen. Let's start image constants dot task completed background. So I will just control paste here. No. From here I will control D. So control D to directly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Background, task completed items. My fan speaker are getting mad at me, especially the left speaker. Star 1, start start 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they are all the items, and with So I will run these items, and if these items get positioned perfectly, then my positioning was perfectly working. So I also make sure one thing till it's running, that oh, my phone is locked. I did another mistake. So let me set in main tasks completed screen. My head. Oh no. So it kept same height width, 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 same height width. Okay. So my assumption is that when I restart, the item must be positioned perfectly on the UI. Oh, see what is happening? Task completed screen. Why this call is coming again and again? Main. No, no, no. It cannot be possible. So I'm not. I don't know why I'm restarting, but I have to restart. So guys, so it is slow video. Just it's a video, just for my communication skill. So guys, look, the image is perfectly positioned except this star. Where is the star? What happened to it? Oh, hey, did I forgot it? I forgot it. Yeah. So guys, I forgot it here. Ha. Just it's amazing, guys. These elements are perfectly positioned. Now I got to add the animation. So that's all in this section. In this section, I positioned this element perfectly. Now I'm going to drink water, and in the next section, I will teach how you can add animation in all of these 6 components except background. So take some rest and watch my next section. पानी खान्छु म रुममेटको पानी सक्छु सब रुममेटको पानी सक्छु Washroom. Crop this video, guys. Welcome back, guys. So in this section, I will teach you how you can add animation on these 6 components on the screen. Okay, and I love animation. So let's think what kind of animation we must add. At first, what I think is that this person must appear from opacity. The initial opacity of this person must be 0, and this person must appear, you know, with the opacity increase. Once this person appeared, these background items must come, but how? Mm-mm-mm. You can do it. Scale. Let's just scale. So let's say this background item just come by being big on their scale. After that, this star will come one by one with scale and rotation. This star will scale from size 0 to 1 and also rotate. Hope my sound is being recorded properly on the video. And after finally that, this completed with will appear on the screen. So this is lots of animation. In ideal situation, this many animation on this single screen doesn't happen. But again, as said, for the practice sake, we are doing this. So let's make animation for each of the classes. And for your technique, for your nodes knowledge, what I call. So what is animation controller? Animation controller is the extend, is a child of class animation. What is animation? Animation is extent of class listenable, and it also implement value listenable. What is listenable? Value listenable is the child of listenable. Okay, what is a listenable? Listenable is a class for which we can listen on the UI if anything change on it, and we can easily call change notifier, and it will you know reflect a change on the UI if I'm correct. So the fun fact is that animation controller is itself an animation, and you see it implement value listenable. And if you see something like, so most of what why I'm saying this is that most of people think that animation is something complicated. They have never used it before in their life. But if you see something like text editing controller and what's inside, it's itself a value notifier. Look, look, okay. Animation controller, animation is value notifier is listenable. So you are all, what I mean is that you have been using the parent class of animation already, you know. And fun fact, you can also do animation with just text editing controller. For that you must manage this basic. I will make the separate video. So in this section I said some technical thing. Now the next section is start. So guys, in this section I'm going to teach how you can add these animations. Let's start. Also make sure to set it final, not here. Final. The first animation is, okay, also one thing, okay, what is controller? Controller is also a child class of animation, but it provides us lots of method like forward to start the animation, repeat to repeat the animation continuously, reset, and lots of things. And one of the most crucial thing to understand on controller is that the value of the controller always starts from 0 and ends at 1. That's all, you know. And you can also do curve, you cannot do curve. So in controller, value always start from 0 to 1. But for example, for this opacity, we want value from 0 to 1. But we want controller start once for 5 seconds, and we want this opacity to happens on the first 750 millisecond. So guys, I make a terrible mistake here. Millisecond, 5 second. Okay, correct, guys. So it's millisecond, guys. I make a mistake. For 5 milliseconds, this whole controller will run, and on those 5 milliseconds, we want the first 750 millisecond to this person appearing animation to occur. Also, for example, this scale. So what I mean is that controller run from 0 to 1, but this individual animation might not run from 0 to 1, and this animation might not run for entire 500 millisecond. It has different duration interval. So for that, we need to create a separate animation file. Okay, double. So what is person opacity animation final animation double items scale animation. And for you note also, note that this animation, so what, as I previously said, what sticker in 1 second kind of, it's like this. In 1 second set state is called 60 times, and this set state is only called for this controller, and for these other controller, these other animation get changed as this controller changes. If there is more than one controller on the screen, you must use ticker provider state mixin. But since there is only one controller, we are using this. It will create a more efficient, the animation will be rendered in more efficient way. Let me create another controller. Guys, just watch my code if you're thinking this. Just watch my code if you're thinking this video is just long and slow because it's I have to improve my communication skill. Star one, okay, scale animation. Star one, rotate animation. This so there would be lots of controller, and it might sound so you might think who will spend this much time to just create this animation, but I really likes animation, so I it's me who will spend this much time. Also come this completed also come with opacity builder, opacity animation. Okay, these are the controllers that set them together. Person opacity animation is equal to tween. What is tween? So as said, controller value always start from 0 to 1. But if you want the value start from some different value and to the different value, then you can use tween. Not only double, you can also use tween for color. You know, from red to so there's color tween for that, and you can also use offset. So this is what tween is. So I can set my own begin 0 end 1 dot animate controller. This is not working. Why? So because look, the type is double, but I passed 0 and 1, and it is thinking it is integer. It's double. So this is first way to set an animation. The second way is I don't know the score of second way because I mostly don't use it. Controller dot animate. Wait, guys, let me do research. Forward animate full theater. No, no, no. Where is the code, boy? Where is the code? Drive, yeah, drive. It's drive. So we can also use something like this. You know, skill animation start with 0, end with 1. We can also use some controller dot drive because some of guys just watch my code and they might be confused why this guy using two different things to do same tasks. So this is person skill animation. So for now, or should I teach them now? Okay. So for now, I'm just adding animation. I will teach in another section how to add curve, how to add interval, and what are they. Animation scale star one scale animation is equal to I usually use something like this. So double begin obviously 0, end obviously 1. Dot animate control. I can just copy paste. Animation 1. Okay. Okay, but I must have done everything same time. Okay, rotate animation, rotate animation on degree to meridian 0, begin 0. What I will do, it will end from, it will, what happens is that it will end from 0, but it will start from 360. By this, what happens is that, let's say, mistakenly I didn't set it 0 at the end. So basically, whatever begin position I set at the end, my mobile got locked. Whatever starting position coder set at the end, star will be placed on this exact position. That's why I prefer setting end at 0. Copy this. Oh, I'm using. I'm using so. Oh wow. Previously also I did same mistake. I forgot to 3, 3, 2. So guys, this is about stars, and finally we got this header opacity animation, and it also, simple twin. There is also third way, but I also don't know that, so ignore. And at the end, I have to do something like controller dot forward. Why forward? So what it does is that it start the animation. Note if you do revert it repeat. If you do repeat the animation, keep on repeating. Reverse. If you do reverse, animation will, in the reverse order. At first you do forward, and after forward you might do reverse. Then animation will happen in reverse order. If you do repeat, reverse, true. If you do something like that, it will become in a smooth way. Animation become some here to here, again here to here. If you don't do reverse, animation go here to here, again here to here, again here to here, infinite times. So for now, I will do forward, and for this demonstration, when we click continue button, this animation happens again. Again, another notice thing is from forward we can set from. If we set from 0.5, the controller value will start from 0.5 and end at 1. But this value will not start from 0.5. It will start using this twin formula. In 0 to on 0.5, what value here must be? As per it will start. We can also do something like controller.animate2 and set 0.9. If the current value is 0.5, it will animate to 0.9. Again, 0.5 value of the controller. So we have set the everything. And does this animation work? How it will work? So guys, in this section I have set the animation of all of the file, and I will take short break to drink water again as always. You will also take short break. I will not crop this video because I'm lazy. Welcome back guys. In this section I will teach you how you can. So in previously I set animation for all of the items. Here for the every individual item I will be adding the animation builder. So what one thing we can do is that we can just set controller dot add listener set state. If you do something like this for every change, so in 1 second controller will call set state for 60 times. In other words, in 1 second, this method will be run for 60 times, and this whole entire screen will be rebuilt. So rebuilding this continue button is completely useless. But in some scenario we can do this. If you know this stack was a separate widget and there is no other dependency which we need to rebuild, we can do in that scenario. For now, so if the stack, so I could have also refactored to different widget, but in the end of this video I will be making an onboarding, so I will not refactoring. But why I'm doing instead, so what you should do is that if the animation is in the entire screen, the first thing is you are doing animation the wrong way. Animation must be on the separate widget. But for this video, you can, control alt enter, grab with widget or control dot on Visual Studio, animated builder. You can use anything. You can use animated builder, animation, controller. So it expect listenable. So fun fact, you can also value notifier. So you can also do animation from this class value notifier. It is simply listener. You can set controller. Guys, what I've done? I use builder. Sorry guys, repeat. Let me repeat. Rapid builder means you can do the builder setup yourself, but let the IDE do it. Makes your work easier. Animation builder, animation controller, and it expect a child. So always make a habit of reading the documentation of this. What this parameter expect? It expect a method which returns a widget, but as an input, it have context and widget which could be null, and this widget could be null is called child. For example, there is oh yeah. For example, this task complete background have no animation. So what you can do is you can do something like this. You can put it child here. So this background will never animate. Sorry, this background will not be rebuilt, but down screen will be rebuilt whenever this controller do one tick. That is 60 times set state every 1 seconds. What is error? Error. So concise. So why there is error? Because I don't know. Child. So the type of child is widget null. It could be null. We know that it won't be null because we have set the child. But to prevent any future compile time error, do this. Never do this. I I really hate this sign. If you wanna do this, so what developers say is that only use this sign if you are 100% sure that this value is not null. So, but I don't believe that if you set child here, and I don't believe that we can say this child is 100% not null, because in future some developer might remove this mistakenly. So if so guys, this is not about learning animation. I'm also teaching you how to code from my perspective, you know, because that's matter more. It's null. So this is what we call the child is 100% not null. Okay, but for now I prefer doing something like this. Size box question mark. So we can do something like this. Whenever the controller changes, only this will not changes, was every of this element will change. So now how to implement animation? Okay, so there is a video. I will just three pillar of UI Flutter. I forgot the name. So guys, I highly recommend watching this video, implementing complex UI with Flutter. So it says that transform, stack, and animation. With these three things, you can implement any animation in any amazing complex UI in the Flutter. So with that, I really like a widget whose name is transform. What it does is that okay, okay, no, like this. So if you use transform, at first this SVG will be rendered on the screen. After being rendered, we can change, the position of the element, the angle of the element, XYZ, any dimension, the scale of the element, and lots of things. The transform have, okay, my mole get locked. The transform have matrix for, sorry, transform, and it expect matrix 4, and you don't need to understand it all. You can do matrix 4 dot identity dot scale, and size item is animation and let's say there another animation to dot rotate. You can do like rotate. This complicated dot rotate X, and you can rotate it on X or Y or Z on any angle. So there are lots of things this identity provide. Or you can, and if you really want to do this, you can do this and set the what 4 into 4, 16 variable yourself. Every variable control a different side, different thing of the matrix. But I generally don't do this. What I do this, there is okay, I want scale. I will scale and on value. Hmm, scale. What is the value? My ID is not working properly. My uh person, what I named person opacity controller. Oh, this is opacity. So guys, sorry. So this is actually opacity. This is not transform, but what you learn will be used bottom task completed will scale. So here what I previously says implement transform dot scale my IDE task scale and my ID is not working. It is not recommend this measure not value or I typed this wrong. A item, sorry guys. And so previously I taught how to do using identity or matrix. If you use scale is a math constructor overloading which on the inside does the same thing. It will call another constructor. It's constructor redirecting, something like that, and it will call another constructor. Just every logic is handled by framework. We just call it scale, and scale is size from 0 to 1. The final the scale 1 means the original size, just for sake of knowledge. Okay, okay. Opacity, opacity. Why my ID is misbehaving, guys? I think I need to restart my ID because it is not recommending things. Okay, star have two separate animation. So what we can do for it? So for here, what we can do is star one is okay. Matrix 4 dot identity dot scale. Yeah, the dot rotate. What is absolute rotate? I don't know. It's understanding the everything of transform requires you to have amazing maths. So also the animation is all about playing with the school level math. It's not complicated like integration derivative, but you still need math to have a perfect UI. Anyone can build simple UI, but if you want to build a UI which is completely gives user the best user experience, you must implement school level maths on the next level. I've just removed these two. I will just copy this and copy this. One of mistake I most of time makes is this is to 3. So this is the animation and it must work. But guys, so I will just run it and show you. So everything is happening. OMG. What happened? Is there an error? No error. Wow. Skill, item skill. Guys, I don't know how it works, but I will not use it. But it must work. Guys, I will use like this. I don't think it is the problem, but also, so it's not good animation. Everything happening at once. So that was not what animation we expected. We didn't expect it everything to happen at once. We expected to happen then step by step. First this animation, then this animation, then this animation. And the next thing is these star are happening weird. Oh, I got it, guys. These star are becoming really challenging. I don't think I can rotate them because what is happening is that I will not rotate this star. I will instead unscale them. So guys, one of the drawback of following my formula is that what happened is this star is not just this small element, it is whole element. And this whole element is being animated, transformed, which looks ugly. So I will find a second way. I will just, you know, export this. So I will just experiment and export just this element, SVG, Control C, Control B. Ha! I'm so stupid, guys. Control C, Control B. Tasks completed star 1. Override. I will just I have to restart. Yes, obviously. No, it will not work. I need to completely close the app and then start. Look, that's why I said to import them individually. This will happen. Why? So, guys, this is one of the drawback of my way. But what we can do instead, so we cannot work with skill. What we can do is that what happens is that this element come from the bottom to top. So at first this completed will be shown. After that these elements come from bottom to top as if they are coming from the completed. And at first the opacity of this element is 0, and as they come up opacity increase. Basically what I'm saying is that once the completed is shown, this star will appear from the bottom like magic. There will not be any rotate, there instead will be uh, what opacity, and instead of scale there would be position, transform. And for transform what you need is that we must make it offset, and we must change it here. Hey guys, what I've done, I must use shift F6 on of Android Studio. Opacity, transform. So guys, I first fix here. What happens is that what I simply do is translate to change the position of the element. My translate my ID is not showing me the offset. Yes, it's offset instead. What the Flutter star one transform animation dot value. I really hate when my ID doesn't recommend a thing. Okay, not on that. First, it will opacity, opacity. So guys, opacity could be an expensive widget to render, but it works. Star one, opacity, animation, that value. I will copy the same thing from this for this and for this to this three. Okay, let's run the animation. Obviously, the timing of animation will not work perfectly. Okay, here I forgot. So when you set offset, always set end to 0 because at the end we want it to appear on its original position, whereas beginning is. So what is first parameter? I need to draw. So this is a graph, and this is 0, 0. So if you put 5 comma, so that is what I understand, guys. I might be wrong. 5 comma 5, that means 5 here. 1 2 3 4 5 here. 5 and up. It will go some up here somewhere. If I do minus 5, it will go 1 2 3 4 5 here. So in this scenario, I don't want to change the width. I want to place it here, and from here it come here with animation. So it's like 0 comma minus 5. That's what I understand. Let's see whether my understanding is correct or not. Minus 10 dot h. So I don't know minus 5 minus 10. So by the way, h is a package using screen util. It is optional. You can just do this. But if you use screen util, the size will be managed for the all screens. So that's all. Let's see whether it works. I really don't like this. I don't like any warnings. I want to make code which has zero warning, but most of the time that's not possible. It's been how many hours? It's OMG, it's 1 hour already, guys. This very slow video. I want to improve my social skill. I will watch this video again from 0 to. So guys, I was wrong. It's actually these. So what then? How it works? But since the size of the item is changing, it doesn't looks like it is moving. No, the size of item is not changing. The offset must be 30. So, okay, guys. So previously I was wrong regarding that diagram. I said this just reverse way, but don't get mad. Humans make mistake. So this is the animation without proper intervals. What is interval? everything happening at once, and it feels so, there must be some interval. First this happened, then this happened. In movie, if everything happens at once, uh, that doesn't make any sense, guys. That doesn't make any sense. So there is something called interval, which will I will teach you in the next section. Just in six, I don't like how this guy come from the middle to top. Is there anything I can control? This is not even that guy. Person opacity controller? What the what am I doing, guys? How person opacity controller comes? Guys, the person doesn't have any opacity task. What I'm doing? Sorry, guys, I do it reverse, but it doesn't matter. But person opacity controller, hey guys. So guys, I did completely reverse. की करे यार भाई? Opacity, opacity, person opacity controller, and here must be transformed. Some of guys might have watched my previous video and they might be thinking I'm stupid and they stopped watching my in section of video. Guys, I'm getting so scared and I'm making so much mistakes. Item choose for huh? Person opacity. But at first, yeah. mm, Okay, guys. The items come with skill. The person comes with opacity, and that's the animation. So I will go washroom. So in next section, I will teach you how you can, manage the intervals between these items so that at first this person will come, after that, at first this, after that these items will come, after this completed will come, after that one by one these three stars will come. So guys, I will not pause this video, so you also go washroom and come after 2 minutes. I will place my headphone here because I will take my iPhone. Hello guys. Hello guys, I'm back from the now. I will drink water. So it's your water break time. Making 2 hour video is really, okay, let me prepare for to sit and start my next section. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Advance. So I will also post on LinkedIn some marketing video of this 2 hour. But I will make a short video because no one will watch 2 hour. It's just my feel. It's just my English practice. Welcome back, guys. Now in this section, I will teach you how you can manage intervals on the animation controller. I will also teach you what is curve. So at first, okay, draw, paint. Okay, what is interval? So look, this is the timeline of Earth 501, let's say, and this timeline runs for total 5 seconds. In the first color rate, in the first this interval, in the first, certain percentage, 0.25, let's say, the person appear. After this person appear, the items start showing items. After that, the stars come. So this is star one, and in star there are two animation happening at the same time. This is star one, one opacity. This is star one. What? Transform. Translate. Sorry. Translate or transform. And what we want? This is star one. So, guys. I don't know how to use this paint. But where is eraser? Where is the eraser? This is so, guys. So in the timeline, so this is overall star one, and what we can do is that we can start two from here, two, and we can start star three from here, and in every star there is obviously into two animation, and we can put the header something like here. What it means that at first the person will appear. After that, the item will scale. After that, the header will be shown. After that, the star will first starting appearing because the opacity increases, and when they're appearing, they also moves from the bottom to top, which feels like they are coming out of nowhere and going up. And when the star one is 80% on its way, the start 2 start appearing, and then start 3. This is what intervals means. Now there is second thing you need to understand is that I am so stupid, I could have done. What is curve? So let's say an object is moving from here to here. So it is coming here to here. And what is animation? Animation means that it comes slowly by slowly, here. It doesn't, it's here. Suddenly, next 5 seconds, suddenly it comes here. That something without animation. And something with animation is that it comes step by steps. In every 1 second, 60 frames. So every 1 second, it moves 60 times. That's what animations are. And, and guys, that's what animations are. Now talking about curve. So this element curve is like speed, how they come. So by default the curve is linear. Let me type linear. What does it means that they come at the same rate. There is another curve. my favorite means it's not my favorite. Curves highly depend on this scenario. Is in out. What it means that at first it will come fast and at the end, up to here fast. It's not fast and slowly speed keep on decreasing. That is in out. And there are lots of curves which you need to experiment. There are even some curve where it may come here, go to up to here, then again return here. There are some even curve where element go to here, bounce back and go to here. So curves are something to experiment. So guys, in this section I taught you what are intervals and what are curves in Flutter. Now in the next section I will teach you how to implement them practically. Hello guys, it's the next section. Here I will teach you how you can implement interval and curve practically on the Flutter. So let's continue. So okay, these were the animations we said previously, and so this person is the first thing which must appear. So what we can do is that we can set curve animation, or I'm confused, whether we can do something interval. We cannot do this, yeah. At first we need to set curved animation. In parent we need to set controller. So and in curve we need to see interval. Am I right? Yeah, perfectly. But what if I want curve itself? What is expect? Okay, in interval there is itself a curve, but for person appearing, the curve I think doesn't or it does make sense. Okay, let's. What is begin? So let me write here. Interval is like from 0 to 1. You know, total duration is 5 seconds, and the 5 second is divided. From 0 to 1. You know, 0.25 means that is 0.25 means 25% of 5 seconds. So this is what intervals is. So it have two non-position, what I say, non-named argument. So begin should be 0. The person must appear at the first. At the first 20% the person must appear. And there's something called curve curves dot is in out. So at the end, so I previously said at first the person appear fast, but when the duration is about to become 0.2, it's like at the ending the opacity becoming 1, speed is a little bit slow. Ease in out. That's ease in out curve. You can experiment this curve yourself. So after this person appeared, so we don't need to. The person must not be completely appeared. Just after the person just appeared, little bit is still remaining. The item also started to appear, guys. This is getting interesting. And item appear up to 35. No, 20% of that is 20% of 5 seconds. And the elastic I like is bouncing out. So it just so guys, for this demonstration I am not putting the perfect curves. I'm just giving you lots of example what you can put, you know just experiment with these curves, because some of guys just watch my code. Experiment, I don't know the spelling of experiment. Okay, opacity, as I said. So what I want is that the item header must come at first. Okay, I am so as a programmer, you must be very good at copying, copy pasting. Okay, what I want is from 30 means the item scaling from 0 to 1 is about to end. Just 0.05 interval is left. From that, the header appearing will start and it will last from 0 to 5. It's really lots, but it will last to that. Okay, now the complicated part. Con- Control Alt L will make your code look good on Android Studio. Control S for Visual Studio. I don't use Visual Studio much. Okay, here the interesting part come. So guys, let me separate these two. Just watch these two. Okay, for sake of knowledge, I will change the uh, elastic in. I will just. Oh, guys, elastic will look amazing. I think here. No, it will exceed its limit and then come. But it must never use elastic on opacity. Yeah, we should not use elastic on opacity because opacity must not be more than 1. I just don't like the header animation we are putting. We should put the scale animation, but my we have drawbacks. Okay, look, it ends at 5. What I want, the star must start from 5. Opacity, 565. So let's divide 0.5 into 3 part, Calculator, 0.5 divided by 3, 0.17. Okay, okay. 0.5 plus 0.17 is 0.67. What it, so as said, for animation you must be strong at school level math. 0.67. So the item will come from the bottom to top on this duration, but the opacity happens up to, you know, 5 divided by 2, guys, 0.17 divided by 2. I will just write it down here. 0.5 plus 0.085. So on the at the half the star will come appear, and from the starting to end the star will come from bottom to top, and the same formula goes in below two codes. No, control paste, control paste, control paste, control paste. Oh guys, why I'm making this animation so complicated by adding this much formula? I again forgot what is 0.085 into 2 is 0.17. Just it's just RAM. That's to cache value. 0.67 plus 0.17. I should have done next trick. This is what comes here. And this is what 67, 67, 67 minus 0.085. This is what? This is opacity. Uh, okay, guys, stay with me. This is maths, guys. I hope you love math on school. I used to kinda love, kinda hate, but I don't hate. I hate teachers. Teachers used to hate me on school. So I was so dumb on school. Every teacher used to hate me. They used to look on disgusted face. But now I am so smart on just I'm in coding. Coding is my legacy. Thank God I got something at which I'm very good at compared to others. There are guys who are better than me, but It doesn't matter to me. So this is the start, and control B plus control B. So guys, let me ta-da, ta-da. So with this much, guys. So with how much code? So guys, finally our setup is ready. Time to test it out. And what I want to say is that look, I'm making this video for demonstration how you can add animation on the SVG. The end result might not be good, but I will not spend time on further improving because the video is already 1 hour 30 minutes. I think the video total will be 2 hour 30 minutes. Doesn't matter, guys. Keep watching. I will not even do video editing except for LinkedIn. It looks so crappy. So guys, let's debug it. Let's make it little bit better. Not, but first is error. There are no error. Let's continue. The person appear, but wait. So the problem is, header opacity, item scale opacity, bounce it out. I just remove it. Okay, since the setup is done in it, we need to restart the app. Continue. Okay, the person opacity is good. The header opacity is really annoying, guys. I can just do start 2. The person opacity is 2 ahead. It will start from 2, but it will end for here because the person is appearing too fast. And I will do is ease in out. Ease in. At first, it will experiment fast. At first, it will come really fast, and after that, the transition is slow, slow, slow. Or I should do reverse. I don't know. I should do de-accelerate instead. Just it's something experiment, guys. But teacher, scale is teacher. I So guys, I will just remove these on opacity. I will remove these. I will remove these just for the demonstration. I have to put curves somewhere. The only good place to place the curve where the star, but it looks a bit weird. What I will do is I will rotate the completed little bit. Guys, what happens? Header, my maths are getting fucked up. 6. Accelerate it would be better if there is anything. Each each in at first it will start slowly, at the end it will go fast. I can do something like 5. So deaccelerating was causing problem because the item opacity is 0.5, but okay, guys, none of these bouncing looking good here. I don't need to. I will write just everything here. Okay, this element coming from bottom looks so weird. Why it looks weird is I messed up. I messed up nothing here. How I messed up things? I didn't mess up anything. 5 to opacity ends from what the the end is this. Must be this now. The if the end is this, it must be this. So guys, my logic was not messed up, but the implementation was a little bit messed up. Star, that's amazing. So guys, I like the animation. I will just increase the height little bit more. Just personal opinion. 5. Okay. And I will also decrease the total duration. I think the 3.5 will be perfect. No, no, no. For the demonstration sake, I will, set lots of durations here. In real world, this much duration doesn't happen on an app. So guys, that's our animation. Now I'm confused. Should I spend another hour making next videos? I should. So guys, oh guys, I make a mistake. I must have frequently committed. It will increase my GitHub green making this second animation. So guys, so not thank you for watching. I will make one more. No, I will not make. I will make. I will not make. I will make. I will not make. I will make. I will make. So guys, so that's all for this section. So I hope you learned, and I most probably most of people doesn't watch this much big video. Neither I will watch. But if you watched and further want to watch my video, in the coming section of the video, I will teach how you can make this animation, and at the end, I will teach you how you can combine this animation together. Yes, I will teach. No, I will not teach. I will teach. I will not teach. So guys, I will teach. I will teach. So guys, in the later part of the video, I will teach how you can animate this. But it will take lots of hours now, guys. So guys, what I will do is I will make part 3 where I will teach how you can animate this SVG, and on this same part I will also show. I will not do that. So guys, okay. So in the next part, what I will do is that I will not create a complex animation. I will just make this 3 arrow come front at the same time. Okay, a basic animation. So let's begin. So you can skip. Thanks for watching up to here. But if you wanna follow further, we will make these and we will make a final onboarding here. And I might also crop this video out because nobody will watch 3 hour video. Hello guys. So this is the UI design provided by the Figma, and we want to add animation in this SVG and give it some life. For this video, what we want to do is that, so in this video, we will do a simple animation where this arrow will come like this, and this cloud come from here to here. So there are only two animation happening on this screen. For that, what we need to do is that we need to separate this element into, so this is the background which have no animation. This is the another element, and this is the another element which have animations. So in background, we need to remove every element which have animations. Remove this, arrow to remove this, arrow 1, remove this. Okay, also shadow, background. Where are the clouds? No, background complete. I cannot delete the entire element. So you need to delete entire element one by one. Shift and press the element, delete. So these are the this is the background. So we can add further animation, but in this video I will show just simple animation. Or should I? Okay, guys, what I will do is that this person is keep on standing here. Eh? I found an interesting idea. This person is keep on standing here, like flying, and this all tree, including this person, comes from the bottom to up. With this as its you know aeroplane, something like that. Okay, so remove this, remove this, so remove this. We remove the law, guys. We remove the cloud. Okay, this comes from bottom to up. Remove this. Remove. भैया क्या कर रहा है तू? So it will this is the pulse arrow person with jet, and these are the cloud. I'm doing whatever, I don't know. So this is the person with jet. This is the background, guys. Background. So guys, it's been long hour I'm making videos, so my video quality is getting down. But stay with me. You can watch my video on into 2x speed or by skipping. Okay, ta-da. But this also have this. Ta-da. So guys, I've done a terrible mistake, guys. What happened? Guy, I messed up. Eh? I must cut this video, but I will not cut. Yeah, my video editing gonna jaw लाग्छ यार. यो जाओ भयो नि. Squad कति हो? 500 372. I will, guys, cut paint. So I need to start. I will not cut, guys. Sorry, guys, I made a mistake. And honestly speaking, I'm finding it very hard to implement these things, you know. So, guys, I will not make video. Crop answer. So, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry for the disturbance because I'm feeling lots of stressed because I made this much videos. My mind is not working, so I will not crop it because I find cropping video editing lots of time consuming, and the main motto of this video is to improve my social skill. So after talking up to this much, I improved my social skill too much, and obviously most of guys didn't watch my video. They instead watched my GitHub repo. That's me myself what I will do. So thank you. In the next section, I will not show how I made this. I will just make it up, and instead, in the next section, I will show how you can combine all of these three animation and make a final onboarding screen. Or that's also what I will not teach. I will just simply make onboarding screen, publish it on LinkedIn, share the final code, part one, part two. Okay, guys. Now I will only make further video for marketing purpose because I want to be famous on LinkedIn. It also help, some other to see my video and they will learn new things. So I will myself make this video and make a complete onboarding flow, then make a marketing video, then post on GitHub, post on LinkedIn. and then share my code to other if anyone is interested and want to get inspired. Thanks for watching, guys. It's 1 hour and 40 minutes. Thank you a lot.